At the beginning of the day, I have a tea or coffee and sit still for a little bit. I collect my thoughts and attempt to avoid my phone for a little while, just long enough to create a little space between myself and the IV drip of organized chaos. I attempt to reach some kind of base level before rocking the boat. There's an exchange of privacy, entertainment, attention, and validation on that little screen. The wheels of this new economy are greased with our anxiety. There's a new currency to our cortisol. Just give me a bit of space before I jump in. Then, I head to the studio. Some days have a particular goal or project in mind, while other days it's just about showing up. Just to see what happens, to make something. I often take a different route each day depending on how I feel. It helps to override the way my mind catalogues time and experience. Changing things up reminds me that each day is a whole different story. The narrative is always changing. You just have to stay limber to it. The studio is a place where I can be alone and experiment. It's a sanctuary driven by curiosity. I'm interested in transience, movement, motion, and change. Through that fascination, I pick things apart, subverting and manipulating an idea until it gives away its form and bursts into something else. I try to imbue my music with qualities that make them feel alive. I want them to ripple with their own pulse. When it's time to peel away from my creative cave and present a handful of these sonic fingerprints to the world, my relationship to the music changes. It becomes about a moment in time and the potential for connection. I'm not a fan of the division between performer and audience. As far as I'm concerned, a good live set will dissolve the space between us. I draw a circle around myself. It's a bubble. The goal is to engulf the room. Then it's only us, the music, and the potential for that connection. Tonight I find myself supporting Billy Fox with Stream Lee.
Falls away, back into the sea, apart together, simultaneously.
After the gig, we head to Brooklyn at Hibernian, where the music continues in an intimate setting. It's a beautiful atmosphere and a great way to see the day out. Later, I start thinking about the building itself. All the many people that must have come and gone, how it must have changed and evolved over the years. The place feels like Howl's Moving Castle, floating above an increasingly squeaky clean city. I remember that each day is a whole different story and I feel happy to be here. Eventually, at some point, we all start to trickle out, bringing this particular day in a life to a close.
Je te connais.